Okay, in breaking news coming in from Adelaide Oval in Australia, India have won their third match at the T20 World Cup. Remember, this was their fourth encounter, but it was a game that went right down to the wire. I have a lot of happy Indian fans just coming out of the stadium. It was a very close encounter. It was also interrupted by rain, but in the end, India has won by 5 runs. So that's the latest. The last over, 20 runs were needed for Bangladesh, and you thought the game was done and dusted, but then a 6 there, a 4 there, 10 runs coming in those 2 balls kind of changed the equation once again. Last ball, Bangladesh needed 7 runs to win, but if they had hit a 6, it would have been a tie. It would have gone to a super over, but only 1 run is what Ashdeep conceded in that last ball, which means India have won this game by 5 runs. Now remember, this was a very crucial game for India, especially because one loss here and their dreams to make it to the semi-final would have ended. So a close encounter that India have managed to win. Remember, a great contribution there from Rahul with the bat, and then followed by Virat Kohli, who's been outstanding throughout this tournament, followed by some good bowling by Indian fast bowlers, but there was a scare, as I mentioned. Pragyan Ojha is live with us. We'll soon also be joined by Sunny Gavaskar. But Pragyan, to you first, do you have any nails left in your hands? Because I was biting my nails. It was a very close encounter. Bangladesh did give India a scare.
Absolutely, it was a nail biter, and to be very frank, if you look at that run out, I think that changed the momentum. The game was slightly towards, it was inclining towards Bangladeshis, but after the break, that's where I think India gathered themselves, and then when they came in, they had a better plan, and that run out just changed the game and the course of the result, I guess.
Right. It wouldn't have been easy for the Indian team to come out and play the way they did. But Pragyan, do you think, you talk about the run out, but I'm just looking at it from Bangladesh's perspective. Do you think that rain break kind of broke their momentum? We've seen it, let's take Test cricket for example. When there's a batsman batting, there is a tea break or a lunch break, you come back and then you get his wicket. Did that rain break that happened at a time where Bangladesh were cruising may have affected the flow of the Bangladeshi batsmen?
Absolutely it does, and also a lot of teams, what they do is they have that in their strategy. Like, if the momentum is not with you, you slow down the game, or maybe take a little bit of time. And by God's grace, they had that interruption, and then the Indian team gathered themselves, and then when they came back, they looked a different side. Initially when they were bowling, it looked as if Bangladesh were slowly taking over. And if you see, according to DLS, at that point in time, after 6 overs, they were well ahead of India. Had that rain not stopped, things would have been different. But then once India got their second chance, they made sure that, they never let Bangladesh go out and express themselves.
India's fielding, a word on India's fielding, Pragyan. I know the first half wasn't great. There were a few drop chances for the Indian team. A tough one at that. Dinesh Karthik had 2 very tough chances. But that second half when they came, the kind of support that you needed from the fielders, that's what the bowlers got. You spoke about the Rahul run out, but some fine catching, Surya Kumar Yadav in the outfield. Then you had one fantastic catch by Deepak Hooda, all of that helping?
Yeah, absolutely. Surya Kumar Yadav, Deepak Hooda, Ashdeep. I think those catches were very crucial, and as they say, catches win you games, and we can see the result. But that run out, that not only changed the momentum, I somehow felt that little bit of luck that India needed. Yeah. It was that was the luck that it actually came in favor for the Indian team. Because if you look at the angle, that angle, Rahul was just seeing one stump, and from that distance, throwing the ball and hitting the stumps. I think that's where the momentum and little bit of luck that India wanted favored them.